The ukulele reviews are back, and this is one that's going to send the blood pressure of uke traditionalists soaring. Keep watching. Hello again, it's GotAUkulele review day. GotAUkulele returns as ever, the summary video review for you that accompanies the full written review that you always find linked below each video. There's also another bunch of links down there where you can do what these people have done, which is help keep this site going through donations, very, very kind donations, buy me a coffee, Patreon or PayPal donations, because I don't take money from brands or stores to do these. They would just be adverts. I don't want to do adverts. I want to be completely disconnected from the brands so I can tell you the truth. So many thanks to these people. If you want to help, you'll find some links down there too, and you can also help out for nothing by subscribing to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell symbol, you'll get notified when I put up a new video. Okay, I am back, and this is one I've been waiting for quite some time. This brand, very well known brand from the USA, quite a few years ago now, put out their first instrument made out of a material called HPL, which is high pressure laminate. They did one in a soprano, actually they did several sopranos, which they still make. They followed that up with a concert. And I liked both of them. They scored really well. They sent the traditionalists running for the hills because for reasons I'll come on to. But I thought they were great. I thought they sounded good, and they were really well built. But the one thing they didn't have in the stable was a tenor until this year. And this is the Martin OX tenor ukulele. And it's a looker, isn't it? I like it. HPL, high pressure laminate. There is no wood in the body here, bar the bridge and some of the bracings inside, but this is not wood. This is a material called HPL, been used by Bonanza, used by Enya. Works very well for instruments, I find. It's basically high pressure sheets of card pressed very tightly together in a resin with an outer sort of resin finish. Same sort of material that you use for making countertops in kitchens for mica. And it works very well. It's very light, it's very stable, it's very strong, it's very stiff, it's very resonant. And as I say, Martin made the OX series in sopranos. There's a koa version and a bamboo version, and then they did a concert as well. But the point is that irritates me with Martin is that they use these words like koa and bamboo, but actually there's no wood in it at all, and there's no wood in the body here either. What you're looking at that looks like wood is a graphic. It's a print on the outside of the HPL. This is why the traditionalists run for the hills. I don't care about tradition. I care about whether an instrument is made well and it sounds good, and the soprano and concert certainly did. I'm rambling, aren't I? Let's get into this one. The OX tenor comes in two flavors. This one in sunburst and also a completely matte black version. As I say, this is mahogany sunburst. Oh, it's mahogany print. There is no mahogany in this. So you've got the regular looking mahogany print on the back and sides, all single pieces, although it looks like there's two pieces, but again, that's the print. It's very slightly curved back, and on the top, this sunburst. I like sunbursts. I do think this one is quite severe though. They're very dark up here. I'd rather the sunburst sort of reached up a little bit further, but you know, I'm not going to complain about it too much. And you can see what looks like wood grain in it. It's not wood, it's the print. As I say, all HPL. Really nicely put together. The natural outer finish of HPL is like a satin. They always feel the same. No, it doesn't feel like wood. It feels like something else, but I like the look of that. The bridge is very typically Martin. It is a tie bar style. They say it's made of select hardwood, which they tend to do a lot of these days. I think if you're spending the sort of money that you spend on Martin instruments, they should tell you what the wood is. I've no idea. It is, though, very tidily finished, nice and dark. That holds a compensated top saddle that is made from tusk, synthetic ivory, plastic tusk. Decoration, bit of an odd one with HPL instruments, because you could decorate them with whatever you like. I mean, they do that Life is Good version soprano now with sort of all sorts of funky graphics on it. there isn't a decoration, it's the print of the sunburst. And you get the Soundhole Rosette, which is very traditionally Martin, which is a decal on the top. It's not inlaid. I don't know how you'd inlay into HPL, to be fair. And other than that, other than the sunburst, there's nothing else really. That's it. What I do really like about it is these top and back are chamfered off, so they are, can you see, they are not 90 degrees. There's a flat curved face on them. Makes it very, very comfortable indeed. Inside we've got a bit of wood. We've got wooden bracing and wooden notched linings. It's very, very tidy in there. And you can also see the natural colour of HPL before it's got the outer finish on it, which is kind of a grey stone blue. Very, very tidy inside there indeed. Fluff on my strings. And there we are, nicely built, nicely put together, feels great in the hands, very, very comfortable to hold. The neck is something else that gets the traditionalist going. This is called Stratabond. It's made of birch plywood in lots and lots of thin strips, which are glued together along its length, and then it's carved into a neck shape. It's incredibly strong and it's incredibly resilient to twisting and bending because of the nature of how it's made. I also think it looks great. Funky, funky, funky look. I love it when it comes up to the carving around here. Very, very nice. I like it. I don't know why traditionalists don't like it. I think it's really clever. It also uses up bits of wood that otherwise they'll get chucked away. I think it's nice. That tapers down to a very traditional Martin profile, which means to say it's very, very skinny on the back here and really comfortable, which I'm glad about because it's a very average 34mm nut and spring spacing that I measure at 29. I think technically they say it's 28, but I'm getting 29 on my ruler. And that's saved, as I say, by this flattened profile at the back. I always find Martin necks very comfortable. More select hardwood for the fingerboard. Don't know what it is, but it's dark and it's nicely conditioned and it's all even. You've not got edge binding, so you can see the fret ends as you can see, but there are no sharp edges at all. 20 of those and 14 to the body. And also, as well as chamfering on the body here, the edges of the fretboard are rolled as well. So you've not got quite a 90-degree angle on the edge, just very, very, very slight chamfering off on the edges makes it very, very comfortable neck indeed. The position dots are very typically Martin, tiny, tiny little white dots at 5, 7, 10, double 12, one at the 15th. You get those on the side too, and also the extra third that you should get with Martins. And as you can see here, like all Martins, this is a dovetail joint for the neck. Very, very good joint built into the body effectively, rather than glued and screwed. All Martins use that dovetail. Very, very clever, very nice, very sturdy, very reliable. Tusk nut. Obviously, you get a Martin crown headstock, which is a very extenuated crown, isn't it, on the Martin headstock, unlike something like a Carla. I really like it, faced in more dark HPL. I am delighted to see that they've not gone with the greeting card sticker for the logo. It is a screen print, so it means it will be more resilient to your clip-on tuners. Why they use those stickers, I have no idea. I am also delighted to see these. You see, Martin on some instruments, even some of their higher end instruments, have started taking to using these Graphtec ratio planetary tuners. I don't think those tuners are fit for purpose and they should be withdrawn. The reason I say that is I've seen far too many examples, and I'm counting like dozens of them breaking, snapping. I've had 2 snap on me as well. I don't think the material's strong enough. I don't think Martin should be using them. These are Grover open gears, small white buttons, cream, really, really good tuners, no complaints at all. Excellent tuners, and they're not those Graphtec horrible things. It also comes with a set of Martin strings, and I'm pleased to see the upgraded Martin gig bag now that's starting to come through. I hope this is going to become the standard, because I like those original blue Martin bags, but this is a level above. This is a really, really nice gig bag. Very strong, good strong sides to it, and a neck support and all of that. Really, really nice. And the other thing that sends people running to the hills about Martin and liking to complain is the price, because Martin aren't cheap, but they're made in Mexico, they're not made in China. But I think people think because they're made in Mexico they should be Chinese prices, but I don't think the world really works like that. I mean, they're made just over the border using a lot of US employees. The price is £459 in the UK. Yeah, it's expensive. I can see the quality though. It's very, very well. All Martins are very, very well put together. It's about 50 quid more than the list for the concert, and the concert's about 50 quid more than the list for the soprano. So I can see how it goes up in price. But this is HPL. This isn't wood. It's not carved or tuned or luthier built. So it is quite a bit of money. But as I say, the finish and the build quality here is really good. It's really good. I can see where the value is, but it does make people run away quite a bit, Martin pricing. But they always sound good. All right, okay, the build is great. I love the look. I know everyone's not going to go for the HPL, but I like it. I think it works. I thought it worked very well with the Bonanzas. I thought it worked very well with the soprano Martin, the concert Martin. They both sounded great. I think it's a good material. 459, yeah. There we are. It's quite chunky, very, very comfortable, as I say, with the chamfering, but it is 720 grams, so it's on the heavy side for a tenor. You know it's there in your hands, but it balances wonderfully. No, it's not heavy, but you know it's there. Something about HPL doesn't feel like wood, but I can't fault the build, and I like the look. And as I say, those other HPLs from Martin, I thought sounded great. Let's get it checked in tune. These strings are slipping out quite a bit because it's fairly new, this one. I might tune it as I go through. This is a strobe tuner. I don't need to tell you that because some people say I deliberately play them out of tune to make them look bad. No, I don't. No, I don't. Tune every single one at the nut. If you're hearing us from going out, it means the intonation is off, because this is going to go bang in with a strobe tuner, which is like 0.000% stuff. First of all, the volume. Good. HPL very resonant, as I say. That's great volume. Nice sustain too. About there. Not achingly long sustain, but good. I love how clear and crisp that is. It's very down the middle, like mahogany, and it's not mahogany. There's no mahogany here. Oh, sorry about these strings. Come on, settle for me, Martin, settle. It's balanced. It's not... You'd expect HPL non-wood material possibly to sound a bit plasticky. I never find HPL sounds plasticky. It sounds like itself. Obviously, it's not got a tonal signature of the wood. There's a brightness there, but there's also some bass. It's down the middle. It's quite balanced. It's not over the top on brightness, and it's not too booming either. I like that. Love that clarity. like this a lot. I like this a lot. Look, no. Sorry, that light went halfway through playing that. No, it's not traditional. I don't care. It's very well put together. No, you might not like Sunburst. Get that. The black, all jet black Johnny Cash looking one looks great in my opinion, but I think this is an attractive looking instrument. No, it doesn't look like wood. No, it doesn't feel like wood. No, it doesn't sound like wood, but it doesn't sound like plastic. It sounds... This is a very good ukulele. That's the point. It's got that typical Martin build. It's got terrific volume, good sustain. It's got a very clear direct tone right down the middle, nice and balanced. I like the sound of that. It's very, very playable, comfortable neck. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, but you have got nice appointments like these and that wonderful gig bag as well, you know. So it's not, you're not getting real sort of cheap parts bin stuff. There's quite a bit to this, and as I say, not made in China. I think this is terrific. I really looked forward to doing a tenor version of their HPLs. This one doesn't disappoint me. If you're a traditionalist and you're running away from this or laughing at my video, fine. It's a good uke though. I think it's great. The Martin OX Tenor ukulele in high pressure laminate. Looks like mahogany but isn't. Nice uke, 459 in the UK. There we are. Thank you very much for watching and your continued support. As I say, I'm now on 2 weekly reviews because I'm just sort of getting my head together with work and day job and all that kind of stuff. So I'm back in 2 weeks. Got something really quite interesting coming, I think. I've got loads of stuff downstairs that I've got to get through. I'll be back in a fortnight. I hope you have a great time and look after yourselves until I see you again. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.